never going to get them back. Dem Party's efforts to win back male voters are doomed, its own strategists say. They're gone. The Democrat Party is the party of gays. They don't care about heterosexual men. They chastise men. They call us toxic just by being masculine. So of course you lost them. And I agree with this Dem strategist. They're not gonna get them. They're not gonna get us back. We're done. We're done with being chastised, told that we're just because we're born this certain way, and we have sex with the we have sex with the opposite sex, that we're bad. Like, who wants to vote for someone, who wants to support someone that constantly is negative and telling you that you are the problem because of your gender, because of your sex? And yet they force these things on us that we disagree with. Just because we disagree with it, they want to chastise us on it. So, of course, again, men are done with the Democrat Party. Look at all the people that they have put forth for the Democrat Party to try to sway men. They're all effeminate or gay. Like, look at all these people on the mainstream media. They're all like gay men and just a soft as cookie dough, like Tim Waltz is playing like he's some manly man. Like, these people will never ever win men back again. They're going to continue to hemorrhage. They're going to continue to lose support from masculine heterosexual men. It's gone. It's done. The Democrat Party has become toxic to men now. So we're going to talk about it. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button. Share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. And hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon. That's where I talk about things that I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my X account, so follow me there as well. All right, so let's get into this news. Now, this comes from the Daily Caller News Foundation. And they report that Democrats are expressing disapproval of their own party's attempts to regain men that voted Republican in the 2024 presidential election, The Hill reported Thursday. Some Democrats told The Hill they believe that the Democratic Party needs to find better ways to reconnect with male voters. The report comes after the New York Times reported that some Democrats had unveiled, quote, Speaking with American Men, a Strategic Plan, or SAM, a widely panned $20 million effort co-founded by a prominent feminist aiming to study how the Democrat Party can regain young male voters that backed President Donald Trump in the 2024 election. Again, it is donezo for them. Donezo for the Democratic Party and men, because now they got the label with like Bud Light. Like Bud Light, if you drink Bud Light, you're gay. Now, if you are a Democrat and you're a man, you're gay. That's the label you get now. But quote, we have to refocus the party on what it once was, and the reason I joined in 30 years ago. I'm sorry, struggle reading today, y'all. The reason I joined it 30 years ago, which was because it was the party of the working class and working families. Democratic strategist Chuck Rocha told The Hill. But they no longer are the party of the working class. The elites and the wacko progressives run the Democrat Party now. They no longer care about the working class. But quote, when you're not talking about the working family, you're never going to get these men back, Rocha told the outlet. I see a lot of people flailing about it, spending money on focus groups and polling, which is not going to fix the problem. No, he's right. An initial round of research from SAM, first reported by Politico on Wednesday, found that many young men view Democrats as weak, while Republicans are seen as strong. One anonymous top Democratic strategist told The Hill that the Republican Party, quote, met male voters exactly where they were in the 2024 election cycle, while the Democratic Party, quote, had nothing comparable. They kicked our asses all over the place with these guys. And one anonymous top Democratic strategist told The Hill. Why are they all anonymous? Why are they not putting their name on it? I don't understand. But quote, they met male voters exactly where they were. And we, on the other hand, had nothing comparable. Several recent surveys have shown Democrats receiving dismal approval ratings among voters. A Yale youth poll released in April found that many college-age Americans now favor the Republican Party over the Democratic Party. Now, this is wild because for years, it seems, almost forever, the college students have been supporting the Democrat Party. If they lost this, then they're done. Moreover, Democratic strategist Eddie Vail told The Hill he thinks that Democrats are trying to, quote, study how to attract blue-collar voters like they're some exotic species. And that's exactly how they're coming off. They're coming off like they don't live next to men and can't just be like, hey, why did you leave the Democratic Party? Like, it's not hard to figure out. It's not, everyone knows why we have fled the Democrat Party. It's obvious, man. They no longer, again, I said it earlier. I said it at the beginning of this. You can't continue to chastise men, call men the problem, call them toxic, and think you're going to win their support. But, quote, one pretty simple and obvious answer, if you want blue-collar men and women to support you, go hang out with them on their unions. Vail told the outlets. Not every man is in the union. Not every working class man is in the union. So I don't think that's going to work. Anyway, the answer is so obvious that it could only be missed by a convening of PhD political scientists and billionaires trying to study them like they're some exotic species. Similarly, Democratic strategist Rado Molinu told The Hill that Democrats need more authenticity to reconnect with young male voters. That's another thing. That's another great point. Democrats come off as fake. Look at the so-called male leader, Tampon Tim. Like he comes off as so fake. Look at what's her name? Harris. Harris comes off as so fake. So of course, if you come off as fake, people see through that. We can see through the fakeness. But, quote, we need authenticity, and you can't manufacture it in a lab, a war room, or a donor meeting, Molyneux told the outlet. We can't figure this out in a week or two. It has to be part of an ongoing conversation, and we're just not there yet. And again, I don't think they're ever going to be there. It's over for the Democrat Party because they're not changing. They're still calling men toxic. They're still saying that men are the problem. They're still pushing this identity politics that men really don't care for, except for the effeminate men. So I think the Democrat Party is dumb. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Leave y'all comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe. And check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.